Welcome back to another episode of CDDA. Today I'm continuing my Arcane mod series, and now I'm going to start doing full survival playthroughs. Or hopefully more than one episode survival playthroughs. But for now I'm going to stick with a regular apprentice, using the Secret of the Arcane beginning in the curious structure because that's the easiest place to start. I am changing up my commentary. I will no longer be doing much commentary. I will try to do more of a narrative style, where I try to narrate things and, do stuff like that, because I realized I was a better dungeon master than I was commenting on stuff. So, if you like it, tell me. If you don't, I might not do it that long, but let's see how this goes. Let's see. I get myself in the right mood. So first we'll check the map if we're doing anything. Okay, fungal bloom ain't good. Swamp, not too bad. Field campsite. South Queenstown. So we got a dollar store, a house, a couple of houses, and up here we got some symbols I don't know that well. Pizza parlor, and a bar, and some houses. All in all, it seems like a pretty good place to go. Some storage units, I've heard got some pretty good stuff in here. Anyways, all in all, a fairly good start if it weren't for that fungal place. Anyways, the apprentice stands in the entrance of the curate of the church, wondering what just happened. He had ran and ran far from his master, who, well, he can't quite describe what it was. He can't quite figure out what happened. The man, they thought he was dead, but he wasn't. The dead man came to bite them, and as he stumbles through the church entryway in a shock, he sees another of these strange men, grayish skin, this one darker than the others. It's no wonder he didn't notice until now. He swings with his knife, trying to stab the thing. He gets bit, but feverishly fins off the thing. In anger and shock, he just keeps bashing and bashing and bashing at the corpse till it is nothing but a bloodied mess. Still in a daze, he stands there, looking at what he's done, at his bloodied hands, at his knife, and something inside of him breaks. No longer the innocent boy he once was. He decides that if in this new world where man eats man, he must do what he must do to survive. As he walks into the bunk, into the sleeping areas to see if anyone else is alive, he sees another one of the dead men, and without hesitation, goes in for the kill. And bashing the corpse again, he would make sure they stayed dead this time. He would suffer not the walking dead, as he is now starting to call them, and he would cleanse the world with a cleansing fire of magic, or just fire, however it works. He decides that is how it will be. He will try to create a paradise where all men can live. But a silly dream, he thinks in the back of his mind. The most he can do now is survive. As he gathers up his things, he begins to sort them. And then he goes back to the one man he has found alive and decides to see what he knows. Oh God, I can't believe it happened. What's the matter? My mom, she was killed, but then she got back up. She's one of those things now. Can you put her out of her misery for me? I'll do it. It's what I must do. Thank you. She would have wanted it this way. I know I would have. What else do you know? Not much? No, I don't guess we do. But do you have anything I can have? Well, why should I share it with you? Well, I am helping you out, and I will be. Well, I have a screwdriver. I think that'll help. I'll take care of it for you. You know, I'm probably not describe all their actions all the time, but you know. Let's see. He walks out into the chilly air for the first time, not realizing just how hot his conscience felt from killing these men. Sorry, that was weird. I was gonna do something very poetic there, and then I fucked it up. But anyways, he takes his first steps for the first town towards the nearest town, hoping to find something of use and maybe some more information on these beings. No, fuck it, I'm turning safe mode off. And he sees a sight that surprises him. Some sort of fungal mass, he thinks, and it intrigues him. They weren't there not even a day ago, and yet here it is in a full mess. He begins to continue stumbling towards the town, all of his body aching from the various bites and scratches he had obtained, but still not in the worst of shapes. As I check my stats, okay, he's in pain. Almost briskly, he takes his first steps towards his first and potentially last steps. Spore cloud. Shit. Let's see. More spores. Shit, might be more widespread than I thought. That might not be good. I will switch between commentary and actual narration, but seeing his first glimpse of the town, it seems quiet. But in the distance he sees what seems to be a larger man stumbling. And he fears the worst, seeing its pale skin, its shambling movements. And then in the window he sees another, as it savagely breaks through, not like a normal man will. And he fears that nothing will ever be the same. And grudgingly, as they begin to run towards him, he readies his knife and charges. He sees all of these strange, grunting beings running towards him, and knows that this is the end, with his torso ripped and shredded. He readies his knife for what will be his last stand. And in the darkness, and in this cold, wintry morn, well, afternoon, honestly, but morn, he feels his chest ripped open. As blood spills, he falls to the ground as they begin to rush forward and feast on his corpse. And through the slowly dimming pain, he is thankful that even though he died, he didn't have to meet this end. And that is probably, I'm gonna leave it there for now, gameplay wise. And see what you think of my narration. I hope it was good. I hope it wasn't really weird, and I wonder how good it was. I know I went to my narrator voice. I have a lot of different voices, but I have like a general voice when I narrate things and other things. But it shouldn't be too bad. So that was CDDA, my first apprentice run. I did forget to look ahead, and I do know I made some mistakes there, but I am going to reset my world, just so you guys see this. I'm going to reset it. Not because that was a bad start, but because I'm going to try not to redshirt this at all. And I'll probably do one more run as an apprentice and then do randos for maybe 2 or 3 episodes. Then I'll move on to my main playthroughs. I'll do a few more fun things with this series. But other than that, I'll do my main playthrough. It will have the Arcane mod because I love the mod, as I have said multiple times. Thanks to Chaos Adult, who is still updating the mod to fix the battle system. He is fixing the Archon battle. He gave it the wrong race, so that race would flee on being hit. He has modified the battle in the Grove with the poison monster that I forget the name of, that was based off a Final Fantasy character. Or no, not character, but a monster in Final Fantasy. He made it to where it should not flee as often, or it should not dive. He's made it to where it's impossible to dive, and it should fight more instead of running all the time. So, all in all, he's done some pretty good balance fixes on the... Or he's doing some pretty good balance fixes on the bosses. I might test that out sometime or another, but for now, I'll probably leave this playthrough here. I will probably... I'm thinking of playing in RimWorld, honestly, on this channel, because RimWorld is great, and I can do the same narration style in RimWorld. I know I have done 2 playthroughs of RimWorld, and they have both turned out horribly. One time, I was just screwing around, decided to make it as screwed up as I could, and I had a guy kill both of his teammates. I tried to make him kill himself, but they can't kill themselves, they can't target themselves for attacks. So he just bled to death, and ended up bleeding to death. And then my second one, a guy's rat was killed by a bear. And so I was like, well, I'll let him get revenge on the bear. He only had a pistol, which is what I should have thought of, but But that's not CDDA. I'll probably do RimWorld sometime or another. Probably not today, probably not for a bit. I'll probably do a bit more CDDA. But I will wait on some comments on this video. And, I'll see you guys later. This was Sexopay Newt Gaming. With my awesome narration, my not good narration, but it's better than my commentary, honestly. It's better than my commentary. My commentary is pretty lackluster, but I'll see you next time.